Okay, folks, welcome back to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas Old World Blues on the Series JG. Did a little off-screen management, including buying, didn't even notice that they had this. I bought a powder and whatever the other thing you need is, primer. Powder and primer sets from the sink shop.
The law are precisely where Sir has left them, and should the toaster say otherwise, I remind Sir that it is a waste room.
But yeah, I basically bought a primer and powder kit, 3 of them from that thing. That resource is now exhausted, but it allowed me to make a bit more ammo. So I put the Fido away, but we did get a few more bullets for the Fido. But mostly we're up to over 100 bullets for our submachine gun again, 300 plus for the K9000 cyber gun, and probably most importantly, the sniper rifle is back up to over 100. So I'm going to try to use that and sneak around. However, despite my efforts to sneak around, I'm going to take off this Stealth Suit Mark II because I don't know how to repair it. But something interesting happened the last time I did this, and I wanted you guys to hear it on screen. I need to find the gecko-backed armor.
Bye-bye.
Oh, last time it said, did I do something wrong? In this guilt-trippy voice. Let's see if we can get that again.
Don't you like me anymore?
Yep, so basically this is your Stealth Suit Mark II is a girlfriend who guilt trips you. That is basically what it is.
Did I do something wrong?
And if you put it in the safe, you also get a message. Don't know if there's more than one of these. I'll tell you in a second if it's the one I heard last time. Okay, it didn't give us a message at all this time. So I'll try this one more time. Maybe you only get it the first time you ever do this. Okay. The first time I did it, it said, I'll miss you. So it really does just kind of make you feel guilty. But anyway, we're back for adventure. I've got my sniper rifle equipped. I bought the only weapon repair kit this thing had for sale and used it to repair the Fido gun. Not to 100%, but just as far as it could. Because the Fido gun was A, probably the most damaged of my principal guns, and B, the most expensive. Which I figured meant that getting the shop to repair it would be the most expensive. And at one point I had to load an earlier save because I was clicking through options and accidentally repaired something I didn't mean to repair, which used most of my money. Oh, that's right, this isn't really where you want to go to get out of here. We want to go down to the bottom floor instead of fast traveling from here, only because I noticed on our way back here last time 2 gates, which may be locked, which might mean tiny little experience boosts are possible. Tiny little experience boost. Or they might mean nothing of the sort. I'm hidden again. First time I've been hidden for a while. I feel like if I'd crouched while in the sick...
My mighty robo-scorpions crawl in search of intelligence. Then sting said intelligence. Yes, sting it.
But I had this notion that, even if I had ducked inside the damn, sink, I still would have gotten a message saying that there was caution. Nothing came from that. Let's go to the world map and see where we want to go next. I set as our active quest, all my friends have off switches. Find the missing modules for the sink, auto dock, and the biological research station. So, per our world map, they want us heading up here for that. There is stuff down here we could explore too. But let's try to maximize the functioning of our home base before we go any farther. Hazmat testing ground is slightly closer than we are now, but not very much. So let's just go from where we are now. Especially because we killed a bunch of enemies over here, so hopefully this path will be a little bit clear. a long-term strategy for dealing with this place might be to actually go around the perimeter of the think tank, clearing away enemies so that you'll have a bit of a safety zone. But that's long-term. I'm in a weird sort of way, I want to 100% or quasi 100%, i.e. showcase everything that's worth seeing this DLC, but do so as quickly as possible. Like, I don't want to miss any major quests. If I miss one or two places, fine. Killing the... Apparently there are 2 Cazadors located around here, because I found one, and got a 1 out of 2 progress and kill all the Cazadors quests. So it would be kind of cool to find the other one, but I'm not terribly worried about it. Now at this point we could probably just creep towards locations that look interesting and find out that they are of interest. Or not. We have that beautiful architecture of the semi-permanent building. It's sort of hastily erected prefab stuff. That was one of the fascinating things about Afghanistan, folks, just seeing just how efficient and beauty-free prefab stuff could get. Because even in cases where eventually money was spent to pave streets on a base, when it was fully understood as soon as the NATO was gone, it was going to slowly degrade to shit. Nothing personally against anyone of Afghan background, but that was pretty much understood. They weren't going to maintain it. I think I can safely drop down here. Having some flexibility and ability to use my sniper rifle sure is reassuring. 'Cause it's been a while since I felt like I could rattle off shots of this thing. Well. Maybe it's time for the dang shish kebab again. Dagnabbit, that didn't last long. As soon as I mentioned that it's nice to be able to use this weapon again, I get in a situation where it's not the right weapon. I look really silly with the shish kebab, beret, surgically implanted halo combo. Shish kebab, not a good stealth weapon. Not gonna bother picking up any more Saturnite Fist. You got a shotgun. And I don't remember how to run, if you even can in this game. Lobotomite with the shotgun. It's like the hobo with a shotgun, but different. Let's see if I remove it as quickly as possible. And duck, can I regain my stealth status? And it looks like I can. Don't know what is going to prevent me from reaching that red dome, but I feel like at this point in the story, something will prevent me from reaching that red dome. Red Dome, Cuba. I am, however, heading in the correct direction for the next piece of our current side quest. Now, I do not have increased stealth movement speed because I lost that armor, but I still feel like I'm moving along at an okay clip. I'm like right on top of this, what it wants me to be at, but I guess I'm supposed to be approaching from another direction. I don't know what's going on down there. I don't know if I want to just drop right on in there, or how I would get back out again if I did. Sure are some interesting looking mineral deposits down there. And Robo-Scorpions. Robo-Scorpions that could probably shoot back at me. Probably. I just pumped every single round into the ground I'm standing on. Didn't even manage to get detected by them, although now I'm going to. I will give them this much. This particular section of map has a somewhat different feel from previous sections. Sneak attack critical, but didn't really, it crippled its leg. Doesn't seem like you want to go down there until you've done a little preliminary work. Because this is the first time I've seen Robo-Scorpions patrolling when it wasn't part of a plot thing that they were there. So I think we're now definitely entering into Professor Mobius's region of the big MT. As we get closer to this red dome place. This might be a good place to use grenade launcher from too. Are they fighting each other? Can I even make them do that? I don't think I can make them do that. I don't think they have combat inhibitors somewhere. I don't know if they damage each other in those explosions. This is kind of cool, though. Like shooting womp rats down in Beggar's Canyon. Did that finally level me up? I don't think it did. Well, now what thinks it sees me? I was pretty sure I'd cleared them all out. Something might be coming up here to attack me up here. If the Robo-Scorpions themselves aren't that smart, Professor Mobius might be. Okay. Fair play. Smart place to put one of those. I don't know what thinks it keeps detecting me, and that's kind of getting on my nerves. I do know that this would be a lousy point to lose my progress, so I should probably throw it on a save. I took out a couple of Robo-Scorpions without being detected, which is good stuff. Yeah, maybe this would be a good time to try to sneak my way down there. Using that great cliff climbing down technique of moving around and catching yourself on bits of wall as you go. Here's the magneto-hydraulics complex, which is what these guys were guarding, and it's probably the location of one of these. Indeed, that would be the location of one of the things that I need for this side quest. I just picked up scrap electronics. I'm getting sloppy. I don't normally bother with those. I did it again. I was about to say, let me put the scrap electronics back. And now again, something might eventually happen where it becomes desperately important to have them, and I'll feel bad, but... Okay, well...
Soon, all science will be mine.
You guys noticed me duck down in fear when I heard the voice of Dr. Mobius? He wants all the science and all the Pokemons. So there's something... Ah, there's another one of you. Damn it! Sees me. I mean, I didn't think I was going to be able to get away from it by any stretch, but... I'm going to try this. Maybe I should have gone straight to the melee option, but... I should have gone straight to the melee option. But I can switch to that easily enough. I don't need VATS to do melee. But I do need to get away from it because it's going to explode. And that leveled me up, bitches. So it goes straight into energy weapons from now on until that's filled, at which point it probably starts going into unarmed. And junk rounds, I'm told, is worthless. Hunter... Animals and mutated animals. Oh, it's plus 75% critical damage. I was going to say plus 75% damage would be fantastic against those invisible cat things. Intensive training, rapid reload, retention. Do I want to learn? At this point, I think I'm leveling up as fast as I need to be. Entomologist would be great if it worked against robo-scorpions, but I doubt it does. Travel light. Did I ever do the pyro perk? When you use guns, you are more likely to recover cases and hulls. I have been having to do a lot of that recently. Sneak attack criticals with pistols, revolvers, submachine guns. Yeah, but not rifles, though. That's the problem. Plus 3 to overall damage perk. Vision recycler. You do more damage with very specific guns, which may or may not include the... It's hard for me to tell which ones that includes. Home on the range is worthless. I take 30% less damage. This one I usually would end up taking at some point. %health bonus using stim packs isn't bad either. Malfoy long haul is actually kind of tempting. Yeah, let's go with this. This will greatly increase the usefulness of the shish kebab, which I'm needing against those little freaks. Running no longer attempts a successful sneak attempt. That would have been useful to try to get that sneak attack on that one robot, but overall it's not a big thing. I'm pretty sure I'm going with Pyromaniac. I'm just kind of looking through the rest of these. Night Stalkers, but that's melee only. Tag skill, weapon handling. I only wish there was something that would allow me to do more damage against Night Stalkers, other than it's the Pyromaniac, which is kind of what I'm currently looking at. This one's tempting too. Tunnel Runner, increased crouched movement speed while wearing light armor, since I like light armor anyway. Another basically rank of strong back. Huh. 25% chance to score critical hits. Nah. Is there anything here that I really want to get? Thought You Died. Oh, it's Karma Reset. Karma Reset. Whatever. That's an awful one. Speed of all melee weapons and unarmed attacks is increased by 30%. That's not a bad one. And what I don't have enough of is unarmed. Well, forget it. I'm not going to get 90 unarmed for a long time. Special new Coca-Colas, whatever. This would be a good one once I've got 90 energy weapon. Plus 50% damage and plus 10% critical hit with any laser weapons. Although once you got 90 energy weapon score, you're probably trying to use plasma instead. Meltdown causes foes killed by your energy weapons. You have a corona of harmful energy. Most of the more interesting ones that I don't already have are... I don't have enough strength for this one. You do a large amount of additional damage to enemy blocks with all melee weapons and armed attacks. Weapons heavier than 10 pounds to weigh half as much. Not a bad one, but it's strength-based. Plasma weapon stuff. Anyway, I'm going with the Pyromaniac perk. My dehydration level is increased. I hope I remembered to bring some water this time. I don't think I really did anything with... Well, I brought a purified water. I didn't get rid of the ones I had, I guess. I think we're at a good point to call it a video here, actually. Got a little meandering there as I was looking through the perks. I always do. But, oh, actually, I got another couple of minutes. Wait, what? What is attacking me? Damn it. Oh, another one of you guys. That was irritating. I was just calling it a video. And it's too early to call it a video, but... Yeah, I'm thinking melee is the way to go against these guys. But that doesn't solve the Night Stalker problems, which might be solved with melee and the new and improved... Well, what are you worried about, buddy? You don't... Do you feel their pain? Because they...
Mighty robo-scorpions crawl in search of intelligence. Then sting said intelligence. Yes, sting it.
Dude's weird. Guy's weird. It's like an ape. Probably should... I mean, for the rest of the game, maybe what I should be doing is just putting the few perks I've got left into hardcore training and or whatever it's called, the perk where you can increase a special attribute. So we got tool cabinets, we got tool operators. I'm picking up scrap metal even though I don't think I will run out of lead again for a while. Tool operator. So this water's not irradiated. It's nice. Means that you can basically continually heal up in this place. I also gotta say, since she's not here to be offended, as amusing as it was at first, the lack of chattering from the armor, once you've heard everything once or twice, is kind of nice too. Sync project, sync. So far, don't want to set myself up for wacky comedy surprise when I'm wrong, but oh cool, that ammo's actually for guns that we use. But it would appear that the danger of this place is getting here, not what happens once you are here. This is where I wanted miscellaneous, not at the inventory. Latte contains okay, the sink. It's not actually a tape that's going to play interesting audio for you. Wonder glue, microfusion cells. Okay, now the question is there anything down here that's worth us risking drowning? And if we go down there and avoid drowning, who do we call to brag about it? Since the colonel's not available. Nuka-Cola, not really worth it. Desk, not really worth it. There's got to be something fancy and awesome down here, though. I did not manage to avoid drowning. I thought I would have a second to take a stim pack to restore health. I know it's silly that would work, but it usually does. Like, just increase your health, and you can stay underwater indefinitely. Rebreather, that's right, I got a rebreather in this game. Does that actually work for this situation? I can't remember. We got it as part of the quest to, yeah, that's what it's for. We got it as part of the quest involving the bomber, or the boomers. So that's exactly what it's for, and we should be using it. Because I've been carrying it around because it doesn't weigh anything. This place is actually exceptionally cool because it has small gun ammo, which is just not something I'm finding a lot of down here. I'm not really finding, well, okay, there's a couple of throwing axes. I'm not really finding anything down here that's like, oh wow, rare treasure or a unique thing that's only found at this point in the game, but you know what, I'm okay with that. You know, until I find out from a fact that there was something unique down here, you just happened to miss it while looking for all this other junk. But it seems like the kind of place where there might be the only location for this in the game. You don't need it to win or anything like that, but there's a really cool, unique, slightly powered up version of a normal item, and it's located underwater in the whatever this place is called. That's the kind of thing this game will sometimes do. Because if you come down here and like you don't have the rebreather and you are risking drowning as you go through, it's going to be kind of annoying to find, oh look, there's Nuka-Cola and some bullets. I can't duck down. I can't duck Dynasty. These are drained. I was kind of hoping they would be full. Oh, wait, I do want the pack of cigarettes. They're worth. I want the pack of cigarettes that's been on the bottom of a lake for, you know, unknown hundreds of years. I think this would be really refreshing smoke for somebody. Oh, this is why I'm having so much trouble. I'm caught on the roof. That would be why I couldn't duck. Well, I guess I just can't duck, period. Okay, well, I'm not sure what happened with me getting stuck on elements of the roof, but it'd be nice if that stopped. Rebreather would really help make part of Moira's quest line, and why did I bother to grab Nuka-Cola? I guess it's a free bottle cap after I drink it, but yeah, this would be this is an item that would really make one of the quests for Moira in Fallout 3 a lot easier, but as far as I know, this item does not exist in Fallout 3. It is the Zach McCracken chainsaw gasoline of Fallout New Vegas. Not that Fallout 3 ever implies that there should be a way to get a rebreather, if only you could find it. It just basically says, hey, try to get to the back of that ship without drowning. So there you have it, folks. I'm pretty sure we have done what needed to be done in here. Let's get our normal gear back on, which for us would be, yeah, this thing instead of a rebreather. And when we come back, we are going to go to the third of the marked quest locations for getting stuff for your sink, because I don't feel like fast traveling back to the sink yet, so we didn't fill up on inventory. On this series, GG, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.